Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. Just a run of Monster Train, just a nice casual run to end out a lovely evening. Architress says, read this now. For me, you took like 10 seconds to respond. Maybe there's no stream delay then. Let's do a random. The past couple of runs have been a lot of fun. We've gilded some cards, which I have never gilded before, and those runs are gonna go up on YouTube, specific YouTube content, check that out. What do we have? No one on Twitch is gonna know this right now, but I was talking about how much I wanna play as Little Fade, because we haven't played as Little Fade much. We have Little Fade. Reform random units. Let's do it. And we have Wicklash, which is a really good card, and Votivary for the draw. It's 0, it's endless. This is nice to have in the deck because it doesn't really thicken up the deck, and we can give it health and make it a tank. I like what we have here. Talos the Architect, armor, and pushes units. Hate it. It's a daze and incant. I don't like the daze because we're going to be summoning our champion constantly. Abe doesn't want to be stream sniped while playing an exclusively a one-player game. Exactly. Diligent's going to be annoying because we're probably going to want to buff our spells. But I like this start. Even the Stygian Guard spells, I guess I would probably prefer torches. But Rage and Armor does not work as well as spells and spell damage, I think, on a melting run, a melting remnant. Capricious Reflection, amazing. 10 out of 10, I love it. I actually had this at the beginning of the last run as well, and it was a fantastic start. This, not as much. Frostbite 2, we don't have any Frostbite right now. Lose money. But you gain money? Before each battle, set pyre health to 50. If this reduces pyre health, gain money for each health lost. Yeah, it's not that much cash. I think I'll just go for the health. Going for the health means that we can just pump up our this is an interesting choice. We can just pump up our pack shards, not have to worry so much about enemies getting past us. This is a tough call because I like both of these. They're not the one that I prefer. I much prefer the quick one. That's a fun Little Fade build. Gaining attack and spikes permanently doesn't matter that much when you only have 1 HP. One enemy hits you, probably doesn't even die in a lot of situations, and then you're just gonna have to respawn her next turn. At least being able to buff friendly units gives you some scaling value, and you can even buff your Votivary, and the Votivary will be able to get pretty strong, and you can buff with Wicklash to keep units alive through the burnout. I think we'll go Firelight, but again, the quick is the one that I actually do prefer the most. I remember the last time I had a good Little Fade spikes build, I had an artifact that meant that the first unit you played gained damage shield, so I was able to really scale it super quickly. Hey, Chris, how you doing? I just played a little bit of Hades. I played Hades 2 days ago, Hades 1 yesterday, Hades 1 today, because I had the itch after playing Hades 2. It's a fun game. You should play some of it. Although I know that it's not your favorite, but you have weird tastes. You like things like, I have no units. You like things like Caves of Cud. You will still get stronger if I play you. So we can do this. Okay, reform. not gonna be able to kill you. Oh, you know what? We could have ice tornadoed and maybe it would have killed you. Here's the thing. We're gonna be taking damage. There's no way around it, really. Oh, you know what? Our champion didn't die first, so it didn't buff the Votavary. I could play an Ice Tornado. It would pretty much deal with the floor. Okay, there's some damage. We're gonna take some more damage. I know, it's not ideal. I think we're gonna have to restart. This is not going well at all. But let's see. You're burning out. So if Little Fade gets played in the front, Little Fade will apply +5/+5 and burn out to the Train Steward, but not on turn 1, only on turn 2 after the burnout happens. So I guess we'll put you in position 2, then you attack twice. 59. I mean, it's gonna hurt. We're not gonna die. Technically, we only took 6 damage if you don't consider the fact that we had a pretty much useless relic show up. None of the options were any good. Let's try. Let's try to win, try to recover, try to make it work. I'll take a Wicklash. Permafrost hold over Ice Tornado, no thank you. Multi-strike Molluscmage. It's a 1-pip unit. It can actually fit on the floor, and I think that's very funny. It's a good combo. It's basically a, I like the magic power, but it's also like a draft right now. It's not bad. Maybe we can give it more multi-strike? Endless. Don't really need it to have endless. Don't really need it to have health. Votavary, on the other hand, would be a very nice tank. I'm dumb. I should have rerolled first. No! Whatever. Votavary can live forever. I think that was a mistake. Duh. Strike, apply Rage 3 to friendly burnout units, Paraffin Enforcer. It's another multi-strike, so I'm just gonna take it, really. I can afford it! I'm smart, Molluscmage, you're the best! Alright. Non-boss enemy units get +4. Oh my god. I mean, it is 4 a unit. What do we currently have? Burnout 2, strike, apply Rage 3 to friendly burnout units. What if I just put Paraffin Enforcer in Molluscmage and then dupe Molluscmage 10 times? Then we don't need a unit draft. Draft. No health on these units, but theoretically they can die and just get reformed, right? You know? Could work. Non-boss enemy units get +4. I'm gonna turn it on. I think we'll be fine. I know that, you know, they suck, but I think we'll still be fine. $25. 26. Killing a unit. I really had to think about that. But the health buff meant that he was actually able to survive. Votavary is a great tank. Do we want to play the Votavary here and tank? Yes. Now you're dying. Then we can kill you. Bottom floor. is now dead, but that's actually totally fine. We have a Molluscmage. Molluscmage is gonna get buffed to all hell. You're a sweeper though. Ah! It's fine, it's fine. Because we're still gonna kick your ass. But the sweep was a bit annoying on in that situation. There is a draft. I don't think we need it. We could take it, I don't think we need it. We don't need another Whiplash. We already have too many. Draft, we could give Molluscmage another multi-strike. Why not? We could also give them Rage, but we could just give them more multi-strike. But if we have like 3 or 4 Molluscmages on one floor, you know, if they die, the rage gets lost, right? So why don't we take a draft and put the draft in them? Offering token, permafrosted, flash freeze, holdover, Titan's gratitude, free. I think I do like offering token just as like a free discard, but we have no payoff for the card. But permafrost is a nice, expensive upgrade. Let's grab it. Siren of the Sea is also tempting to put inside of the Molluscmages because it will give them health, but ideally, Little Fade dying will give them health, and then we'll just resummon them. Yeah, I think we'll skip the units. I think our units are fine. We did the trial for it, and we're not taking it, but I think we'll still be fine. We're going to meld. Rage 3. How much does that buff the damage? 6, then 12, then 18 per multi-strike. The rage does scale pretty quickly. It's either 4 multi-strike or rage buff. But if our units die, or if we reform them and bring them back over and over again, the rage buff doesn't matter that much. But we'll have a lot of attacks coming out regardless. It's tough. Radic, welcome. How are you doing? Hello? The Burnout 1 sucks, but as long as we play our champion and they die, it'll give Burnout to the units. Burnout 2 and Strike apply Rage 3 to friendly Burnout units. I guess the question is, can we keep Molluscmage alive long enough that they can take value of the buff? And that's the reason why we would want to have Votivary in the front. This is the only way if we take this, this is the only rage we're getting. I'm just gonna give them another multi-strike. Instant magic power and piercing. That is pretty good on an ice tornado. Do we want to make it cheaper? That's a lot of pack shards. It might be worth it though, but we are still gonna dupe the unit. Let's go here first. Fingers crossed. Yeah. Not particularly amazing. Deal 2 damage to an enemy unit. Gain 50 gold or purge for probably like 120. I don't have any direct damage spells, so it is very tempting. And we've got Molluscmages. The magic power is actually gonna scale pretty hard here. Yeah, okay. We'll dupe our Molluscmage. Molluscmage is not a banner unit, I'm realizing, but you know, we'll do what we can do. And yeah, we don't actually need that much magic power now that we have Molluscmages. They're gonna be out there. Okay, so. Alright, seems pretty good. Hey, my other Molluscmage. And then we just play our Little Fade. We want Little Fade to die every turn. A mistake I have made in the past with this archetype is I've made my units quick, which means that Little Fade doesn't die every turn. We want Little Fade to die every turn. So we are definitely not making her quick. That's not exactly what I had in mind, but that's okay. We are almost killing the boss already. I mean, maybe we're fine just having the Wickless dude out as a semi-tank. He's got a lot more health than Molluscmages. You know, he can give them a little bit of rage and they all have 4 multi-strike. Like, okay. I mean, you're dying in 1 hit. That's very quick. Like, plus 4, X minus 1, attack and burnout 8 to friendly units. As just a burnout enabler, I do like it. Intent on death, immediately good on Little Fade, so I love it. Deep Offering, good. Intent on death. Sweep, Baron, Wickless Tycoon. I think this is a skip. Energy, draw, capacity. Probably draw to get to the units faster. Everything that we have is cheap except for the ice tornadoes. Capacity means we could play a Votiver in the same floor. Probably want to get rid of Paraffin Enforcer at some point. So yeah, give me the draw. It's gonna be hard for a bit, but I really do like the build that we have right here. We want a holdover on a primitive mold. Ideally, that would actually be on a regular mold, but that's fine. If we go right, we can remove a card. We don't really need unit upgrades with the units. Our units are done. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's go left. There's free card removal, admittedly, which is, it is very tempting. Okay. It's a wrong time. It's a wrong time, Sludge. Could put another multi-strike on him. It's unnecessary. Train Stewards are unplayable because we don't want to revive them with the molding. We only want to mold back our champion. We don't care about the spikes build. We're just gonna make the Little Fade build better. Does she not buff their health any more than 5? Wait a minute. I did not know that. Our units are gonna be very weak. Okay. Well then, that was unexpected. We're gonna have to struggle a little bit, I think. I'm going removal. We need it. I really thought that we would actually get some stronger units, but I guess not. Took intent on death, right? Would have been nice to get the spike as well, just to make sure our units could not burn out. But ideally, we'll just play the champion repeatedly. We just got to get her out there. Restore all health when they move up a floor. Clipped reflector. And the Quill Marksman. Marksman sucks. I'm gonna turn this on though, I think we can do it. Our units hit very hard. This is the most annoying enemy, but as long as we get one tank, we'll be fine. Because, play you, and you, and you, and you. Now you're all dying. I'd really like to get a mold. Thank you, thank you. Dump a, oh no, we actually need this. Dump a whiplash, I guess. We could dump an ice tornado. I mean, what are you gonna play? 1 energy, 2 energy, 3 energy. Yeah, dump this. 1 energy. 2 energy. 3 energy. This dude, he's here just to tank for the Molluscmages. He doesn't need to be here. You know, we should have given him the plus 10 health upgrade. That's fine. Thank you for the money. Thank you for the little fade. Guess we'll just buff you again. And now we could play Votivary. Doesn't really feel like there's a need to right now, is there? Just let Votivary do their thing. Or let our champion die and we'll just reform him back next turn. I mean, can't play her anyways, unless I play her up here, but why? I guess I will play you there. Maybe we'll use you as a tank if things go poorly. We need to get to these molds faster, though. All right, no one's burning out. I wish petty theft could be targeted on your own units, but they can't. Oh my God, we're killing you? I mean, I love it, but also, what the heck? Well, let's put out another tank. $123 damage times 4 Molluscmages. Good God. Sure, spell weakness on the top floor, a little whatever. Wicked Blaze holdover targeted molding is very good. If we make this -1 energy, we'll be exceptionally happy. If we make it -2 energy, we'll also be happy. Memento, though? We're only losing 1 unit per round. It's so hit or miss on the caverns, but removal helps to make the deck better. And if we can luck into a Waxen Snuffer, that would be amazing. I mean, we want removal. I'll do it. Friendly units gain extinguish, apply armor 5 to the front friendly unit. Could be good. Conscription Notice, I actually really like as another way of creating a tank when you first summon your champion. I assume you won't get a second unit out of this, but if we could just get 1 smaller tank and then put him in the back, it's not bad. Armor 5, though, it would help us to keep our units alive as they die. I think we'll take Mold Braces. Mold Braces! We got Waxen Snuffer. I almost don't believe it. That's some good luck right there. Okay. Spell Chain. +10 magic power and piercing. I mean, piercing on a petty theft is actually pretty good. It's our only targeted damage. We don't need the magic power as much as we need the piercing. God, that's so good. Enemy units appear on each floor. I'm turning this one on. We can totally do it. We could play top floor. It's really not a problem. It's unfortunate that we have Intent on Death now, because I want to do this maybe after we shuffle. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it like this. See, I'm not gonna play this. I'm not gonna play that. One unit made it up, whatever. We didn't draw our other units because they're not banner units. So you have 6 HP. You will die. It's like 100 gold right there. We could play a Votavary, but we need the space for the other Molluscmage. We could play a Votavary down here, I suppose, and then if it dies, it doesn't matter, it's free draw. We'll do 1 damage with it, which doesn't even kill a unit. Now, no mold sucks, because we really do want to have that show up. That being said, we are fine. We will just play, it really does not matter what we play. Just play Wiglash and end turn. I guess we'll hurt you. There's the other Molluscmage, and there's our Primitive Mold, and there's our Wicked Blaze with Holdover. Because it's Holdover, we'll play this. Oh look, it's Little Fade. We need to make that cheaper. Ideally, at a Divine Temple we could do it. That would be the best outcome. Okay. I mean, we know what we're gonna play. We're gonna play Little Fade. We're going to Intent on Death Little Fade. She'll get some armor, which is unfortunate, but it will just massively buff everyone else. Oh, it's pretty good. And Petty Theft will just kill you, because why not? Doesn't really matter. We do want Little Fade to die. She will die in a second, I hope. Now the plus 10 stealth sucks. It's actually a bit of a problem. Yeah, it is. It is a bit of a problem. Huh. I'm thinking. I have no way of killing my own units. They all die in 2 hits. How do we... 14? How do I don't know if I could kill this boss, because I don't have any way of purging your stealth. Votavary's only gonna live 1 turn because they're already wounded. We should have played on the bottom floor. We should have just let the top floor take damage from these dudes. I did not think at all about the stealth mechanic here. And no one's dying, which sucks. So... we might have to just restart and just play on the bottom floor, because that was a tactical mistake there for sure. A pretty major tactical mistake, to be fair, but mistake nonetheless, because like I do not think we can survive this, but we'll try. We'll just see what happens. I can't believe that we're living by basically 1 turn. We're killing the boss with the final hit from the Molluscmage before the Molluscmage dies, I think. So, thank God for that, right? I don't even really want to mess with it. Just end turn, man. Don't touch anything. Just make sure the X is there. Hilariously, I think getting the extra armor meant that we were able to actually survive like 2 extra hits on the front units. Okay, well. So I see Subsuming Blade. It can kill our own units, which I like, and that's why I'm gonna take it. Hex Drain. Silence enemy units. It doesn't consume, but it's permafrosted. I like it. It's permafrosted, I like it. We don't need Memento because the front enemy damage usually doesn't matter. We need to target enemies in the back. That's the most important thing. We do enough damage to kill whatever's in the front. We don't need a big spell. I would like to dupe units, and we are gonna go to the right. Let's see if we can get a lucky upgrade. Unplayable, reserve, restore pyre health. Just purge Frozen Lance. RIP, but 1 card removal is not the worst. There's a Merchant of Steel Hellvent at the end, so theoretically we could put another upgrade on things. More health would actually be nice on the Molluscmages, because I didn't realize that Little Fade doesn't scale in health. But it is giving 10 health now that we have the Wax and Snuffer, so maybe we're fine there. +3 burnout though. I guess we don't need it because we're getting burnout 4 on each death. So we'll go for the extra upgrade. We may or may not take advantage of it. Speaking of, I am going to just create another Molluscmage, because we can just ignore the Paraffin Enforcer. We don't have to play him at this point. I could take capacity, floor capacity, and then play him, but I think I'd rather just not even worry about him. Because Votivary is going to be ideally our tank. Little Fade Votivary, and this guy doesn't really matter. Because Votivary is the replayable tank. We don't need this. Yeah, so I'm not gonna play him, because we don't need him right now. We got what we need. We got what we need! Molluscmage is what we need. And everything's dying. That happens very fast. Now, we don't have Reform on this turn, but that's fine. It does suck that we don't get the Rage, but theoretically, if we get our champion out every turn, that's more than what we would get out of the Rage, I think. We don't have to play this right now, we can wait. We'll just hold over that. Yeah, our units are not that healthy. They're strong, not healthy. Well, we're not going to be able to hold that over, unfortunately. I suppose I could play the Paraffin Enforcer just to dump him, basically. At this point. Petty Theft, I do want to get a kill and get some money. And then we'll buff our backline. Units will get stunned. I mean, I'd rather not, so maybe we don't play Little Fade? We can always wait and play her next turn because we're gonna get Primitive Mold back. Oh, all right. Bit of a weird play, I guess, but we can do it. How much health does Little Fade have? Hold on. She's got 16. So the dagger would only kill her on this floor, which defeats the purpose of not playing her on that floor. I don't really want to draw and discard because I like that we have a Primitive Mold coming up. So I guess we'll just play the Whicklashes. Buff. Might as well. And guess we won't play Subsuming Blade. I guess I could kill a Molluscmage. You think we're gonna be able to reform it back next turn? Eh. It's a permanent buff, but it's unnecessary. You are dead, so I guess we could have done it. Just do this, I guess, and now you're definitely dead. All right, I mean, yeah, we definitely could have done it, but okay. We have a lot of damage. Got a lot of damage. Devourer! That's not how you say that. Devourer of Death. Formless Child. Large Stone. And Harness the Titan. I mean, we don't need this. We don't need more magic power. We don't need Soul Death, and we don't need Formless Child. And I think we just need to keep going draw. Because we have our floor basically set right now. 3 Molluscmages. That's 12 attacks, getting buffed. Votivary's the tank. Little Fade goes out, 5 floor capacity, done. And all we need is just more draw, more energy maybe, so we can play more molds. But I think we want to draw the molds faster. So I'm going double draw. Devourer of Death works though. I don't think he's necessary though. I really don't. So if we go right to upgrade, we can go left and we can benefit from 4 card removal. If we go left, we get a Concealed Cavern. Right gives us a Merchant of Steel Hellvent. Why would we do one or the other? Because we could buff Molluscmages with an upgrade, or we could dupe. So we could buff the Molluscmages here and then upgrade our spells here, or we could upgrade our spells here and then buff the Molluscmages here and then get either 1 duplicate or 2 removes and a cavern here as well. Might struggle versus Divinity. You only got 1 floor. I think we'll be fine, especially if we get some upgrades. If we can kill our champion, keep her dying every turn, coming back to life, put down the Votavary, put down a tank, we have a ton of damage. Now the enemies also do a ton of damage. That's why we have Petty Theft. That's why we have Subsuming Blade, a couple of attacks that pierce, benefit from the magic power of the floor. Spells are kind of pre-upgraded. Wish I could see what's in the Divine Temple. Could also make you tankier as well, but we'll probably put health on the Molluscmages, keep them alive a little bit longer. And the card removal helps. Let's see, what are we gonna remove? Frozen Lance, Ice Tornado, a Whicklash. Okay. Large Stone we don't need though. We don't want, because Large Stone kind of messes with our floor capacity to a large degree. Incant Armor? Yeah, sure, I'll put that on you. Then I'll reroll, and oh, it's another multi-strike. Health on you. I'll put multi-strike on you. You can just go into the back, and the Votivary having burnout doesn't really matter that much, like at all. Okay, that's fine. Forgot we also had to remove that guy. Intrinsic. We don't need anything to be intrinsic. Still trying to get me to take the spikes, huh? Yeah, I think we will go and upgrade our spells, because there's a couple of things I would like to change. Restore all health when they move up a floor. Even if they make it to the pyre, there only a couple will do it, and then we'll kill them. But I don't think they're gonna get up there too quickly. This is a very okay start, but we don't have any other units right now. Unfortunate. Okay. Just thinking. What do we have here? Ice tornado, huh? We're not getting the gold, but everything's dying. Now, this is the wrong floor, but I think it's fine. We don't have to put the Votivary up there. We can just have a floor of Molluscmages here. You're the super multi-strike. Yeah. Okay. We can just make our stand here, and then we can play the Votivary at the front on the final wave, but we'd still probably rather have the Molluscmages, of course. And as long as we have one mold per turn, I know we have Wicked Blaze, but bear with me, I played in the wrong order. Let's stop you. Thank you for the money. I mean, we have... I don't know how much damage we have on that floor. A lot is the answer. Put these in the wrong order. Really, the Incanter should have been in front. I don't know why I play you sometimes. You're just kind of there, I guess. I can stop them getting armor, but that doesn't matter too much, does it? Because everything's dead. We'll just hold. Everything's still dying, and if one of our units dies, it doesn't really matter. We'll just bring them back. She's not dying, which is actually unfortunate. I would prefer her to die, but if she lives, it's not a big deal. Also, that's good. You can just kill a couple of units. We're gonna be totally fine. We do 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 damage every turn. Right, she's never actually upgraded from Burnout 1. She dies every turn, which is very funny to me. I mean, this is what we were able to do on the middle floor. We didn't even get to play the Votivary as the tank, and we're like, it's the easiest run of all time. I think we got this. Molluscmage is a weird start to the run, but I do like it. Deal damage and apply daze to an already damaged unit. If we had the energy for it, this would be great to stun Divinity. We just don't have the energy for it. That being said, I think Divinity is gonna die because we just do 3,000 damage in a single round. He's gonna die on round 4 at this rate. About the only thing I would take is Wicked Blaze just for better reformation, but we already basically have what we want, and I can just make this cost 1 anyways. So this is a skip. We literally have the same book, even with the same upgrade on it. Drain, discard, unnecessary. Cuddle Hex, unnecessary, sorry. People are watching, no one's chatting. It's fine with me. Probably not gonna take any more of those. Got a ton of cash. Plus 10 attack will pretty much only affect the champion, which is not that important. Sinner's Salve does protect us somewhat against the boss, which I do like. Permafrost. What I like is permafrosting 1 primitive mold, so you have one in case you can't play it. You could also do the same with Wicked Blaze, and we always have it. But if we make it 1 energy, we're always gonna play it. I think a backup primitive mold, permafrosted, is totally fine. I will make this one free. Oh, sorry, 2. Consume, maybe like 1 ice. I'm not playing the Ice Tornadoes, so if we make it consume, it's an emergency play. The other one is just a garbage play. I'm not gonna be playing it. Offering token, holdover, fine. Subsuming Glade, that's what we want. Didn't even have to think about it in the end. And I guess if we have an emergency mold, let's make it free. And then I'll just buff the damage of Petty Theft so it's more likely to get some kills. Even though it's probably unnecessary. Remove a Frozen Lance. I will remove the, honestly, we don't need the Ice Tornado. Our spells are pretty strong. Deal 5 damage to enemy units when a burnout unit dies. That doesn't happen that often. Really, the only burnout unit that dies is the champion, so it's only 5 damage to all enemy units. That's not that much. It would purge damage shields, but we do enough damage with multi-strike that damage shield is not a big issue. Deck's getting nice and thin. Let's purge a... Let's purge 1 mold, because we kind of have the mold situation covered. Do I want to get money and then purge another card? We could purge a Wicklash. Lenore says, gotta get Cuddlehex to have a buddy for your mollusk. The squids get lonely if they don't have friends. I got 3 squids! They're loving life. They're having a squid party. They're having squidgasms all over the place. They love life. What do we... I think I should remove a card. I just don't know what to remove. I guess I could take Exploding Candle. I have the exact money for it. Sure. If it kills 1 unit and saves us damage, I'll be happy. All right, Consume Seraph sucks. We have cards that we can consume, but this is a small problem. Not a huge problem, a small problem. We can consume things like Offering Token. Intent on Death already consumes, but there's nothing to play, so... I think we should do a top floor shenanigan. Really, draw is the biggest determination of what's going to happen on these runs. Wish we could permafrost this. We kind of do need to play on the bottom, though, to stop this guy from adding garbage to our deck. But we have to play on the middle floor because they're moving up. We're not killing them. So I guess we'll do middle floor for now. Maybe we can change it up later. To not have anything to do on turn 1 kind of sucks, though. And we didn't draw any units, so... Still didn't draw any units. Okay. Guess we'll wipe you. How strange. We're gonna have to play on the top floor. I guess that's fine. Why are you taking damage now? Oh, because you weren't burnout before. Now you're burnout. Okay. Oh, look, Molluscmages! There they are. I found them, guys. All right, we need to play 1, 2, 3 energy worth of cards. Subsuming Blade is optional. Tome is optional, because luckily the silence is working on these units that add garbage. So if we have to play 3 energy worth of cards, nothing's worth 0 except for something we don't want to play. So we will have to play Primitive Mold and consume it. It's totally fine. You're gonna die. You're the one that goes in the back. You're an armor generator. You go in the front. I see someone at the bottom that's not gonna die. We can play Votivary in this situation. And we want to play Primitive Mold. We can consume a Whiplash. But, oh, you know what? There's no garbage. So I'm not gonna play Unnamed Tome. Instead, I will Whiplash to consume. I will Mold. You're gonna die. You have a lot of health, but you generate armor. You will go in this position. Votivary is the tank. And keep that. Yeah, I think the 5 damage is worth it. And the silence applied yet again. Our first 2 turns were terrible, but we have more than made up for that fact by getting very good luck on the silence. Silence has been fantastic. You know what? Here's what we do. We kill Little Fade. Bring her back. We're not Ember Drained. We're gonna get the holdover, so we can just play that for now. Well, we don't want to consume it, but we could play it for now. I'll just play a Whiplash. Yeah, Whiplash. You know, I suppose we don't need to do it. I'm just gonna kill you. I was thinking I could kill her and then replay her. Whatever, you don't need to. You will be fine. You will be fine. I will Whiplash. Mold you. We'll just murder you. We have the frozen one in hand, so we can wait. And we're pretty much shuffling our whole deck every time we hit end turn. We would definitely be without the garbage in our deck, but, you know, the garbage is in our deck. We can't do anything about that. We're okay exhausting a mold at this point. And then we kill. And we bring her back. You run the math on the damage that we're doing here. I don't know. 300 damage basically times 1, 20, 15? It's like 4,000 or 5,000 damage in a round. Divinity is not getting past us, but the difficulty is trying to figure out what exactly is going to happen on the first round. What will we draw? Will we draw a Molluscmage? Can we actually play on the bottom? Will we have to play on the middle? Will we play on the bottom and just let the units on the bottom make it up to the pyre and then have them just die, you know? I don't know. These Molluscmages just kick the crap out of Seraph, though. I mean, we got some seriously good artifacts on this one. Capricious Reflection, just one of my favorite artifacts to get early. Okay, it's not Damage Shield, and we have Votavary and Molluscmage, which means bottom floor definitely, and we've got a very good opening setup. In fact, we have a exceptionally good opening setup. We will be fine, actually. I can tell you that right now. Everything will die on the bottom floor. Not even a concern. We will be fine. We will win. Didn't get to 150. I mean, we definitely could have. There was not really that many options at the end. I kind of forgot to check our pack shards after the Divine Temple, and well, there just wasn't room. We were at 115 here. Couldn't have done it. It was on me, but still. All right, let's play you. Don't have to play Subsuming Blade. Should have probably switched the Molluscmages around, but that's fine. Don't need to play this. I guess we'll... Oh, all right. Maybe we won't do anything. Never mind. Ooh. Yeah, mistakes that I have made with this type of build in the past, definitely don't make your units quick. If you make your units quick, they can't... Sorry, Little Fade can't die as much as you need her to die. She has to be the one taking the hits every single turn. You don't want to mess that up. It's 2,300 damage. And then, what's our holdover? There it is. I mean, why not? It's kind of the point, isn't it? Just let him die. It was the easiest Divinity fight, just play. But we built a run for it, you know? The only question was what we would draw on turn 1, but we thinned out the deck a lot, and we know that we can make it work on floor 2 or floor 3. Ideally, you would never have to change floors, because you really want the Molluscmages to live forever. And we could have taken the Ruffian guy. We could have just made him give everyone rage, But on the off chance someone dies, I would prefer to just have them have the flat multi-strike with the buffs from Little Fade. But in the end, like, I don't think we lost a single Molluscmage the entire time. It was an easy run. For now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.